Like, what is your reasoning behind it? And is it a discipline, or is it just like you're fired up and so you just want to go, and you've always been that way, or is it something you learned?
Well, that's really interesting that you're asking me. I just came out of another meeting, and that was. It's not about like running around with your hair on fire, but I can tell you that it's a learned behavior, and a lot of the reason why. Well, I'm going to throw a kudo right to you. It's about the willingness to say, because listen, we're both in this community together, but it's about ownership and agency and sitting up to the table, and me being able to ask community members, family members / friends, because that's what we all end up morphing into as a friendship, is what am I leaving on the table, and then be willing to listen. And one of those things was, a media kit. I didn't wait long. Wait's what broke the wagon. So I like to power through that. But that comes from, true talk, that comes from having enough of a life in my early career, being in situations that were absolutely dreadful. Jobs that you hated so bad you could wake up in the morning and just taste it. Like, I can't believe I got to go do this thing. I hate this thing. I dislike. So when we know that those things are waiting for us, if we wanted to allow, speaking my own truth, if complacency is the enemy. So whatever, beg, borrow, steal, hustle, midnight oil when it needs to happen. So that's where that action is. And probably one of the roots to the tree of where that was all growing from. Yeah.
That's interesting. Sometimes I feel that I'm not ready to fully like think about something, and so I put it off. And I think it's just a trying to get my head around it, and sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to go take a walk or mow the lawn or whatever, and clear your mind, because that's when you have some of those epiphanies. But I think one of the things that I'm trying to train myself out of, and I know a lot of us creatives do this, is you can't really get over that hump until you feel like you've gotten it to a certain point in your head, a certain mental sort of almost preparedness or perfection to a degree. And I see that as a big enemy now. And I see a lot of us doing it because it's just, I think it's just how creatives are wired to a degree, where it's like, I'm not, yeah. I can't make room for that right now. And I think sometimes it's like we talk about, it's putting in the reps, and it's just going and doing it. Instead of like pausing on the edge of the diving board, sometimes you just have to jump.